We spent the last few years getting comfortable with AI that gives us suggestions. Now we have AI that is doing the work. These are agentic AI and multi-agent systems. Instead of drafting code snippets for you to review, they evaluate a problem, write the code, they test it, and push to production. But that hands-off execution creates a massive dilemma. You can automate your operations today and cut costs, but you immediately open your network to unpredictable autonomous actions and entirely new software vulnerabilities. Every deployment decision now creates a permanent trade-off between operational speed and institutional risk. This chart illustrates the disconnect. Global enterprise AI adoption is skyrocketing, but only 30% of organizations have reached mature agentic AI governance. Look closely at that 30%. The primary barrier to scaling isn't technical capability, it is security and risk concerns. Enterprise risk has shifted from reputational to operational. An autonomous agent misusing its permissions in a live database causes damage that a chatbot hallucination never could. Deploying autonomous agents into an enterprise without the correct oversight structure will break your internal operations. Speed without a framework is a liability. The first deployment path is the turnkey or platform route, using off-the-shelf tools like Agentic or semantic kernel. This matrix lays out the turnkey path. You buy a SaaS platform with no-code integrations. The outcome is speed and immediate automation without an engineering team, allowing employees to shift to supervisory roles. But the trade-off? You surrender granular customization. You are working inside a vendor's closed ecosystem. If your business requires highly specific, proprietary autonomous behaviors, this path will hold you back. You get standard, reliable deployments, but you cannot alter the core reasoning logic of the models running the platform. If your goal is to optimize existing business functions quickly, the turnkey route works. You just have to accept standardized, off-the-shelf automation. Path number 2 is the open-source orchestration route, built on frameworks like LangGraph, CrewAI, and AutoGen. The open-source inputs are heavy, hiring Python engineers to wire models to your data. The outcome is ultimate control over complex workflows, where specialized agents fact-check each other. The trade-off is massive technical debt and an increased attack surface. This environment relies heavily on vibe coding, the practice of generating raw, non-deterministic software code using natural language prompts. Vibe coding generates code that changes slightly every time you run the prompt. Legacy security tools are designed to check static software. They cannot catch unpredictable flaws generated in real time by an AI. To survive this, you have to implement rigorous, continuous DevSec oversight to monitor and patch your multi-agent ecosystem daily. Open-source frameworks grant you unlimited architectural power. In exchange, your engineering department essentially becomes a team of full-time AI risk managers. The third path is the most cautious, the security-first or internal-only route. The security-first route requires steep inputs, investing millions into responsible AI and rigorous security standards. The outcome is a high-trust environment shielding your company from brand damage. The trade-off is this intense scrutiny severely delays time to market. Surprisingly, the main hurdle here isn't the technology itself. It is overcoming the severe knowledge and training gaps required to bring an entire workforce up to strict compliance standards. Under this protocol, your autonomous agents are locked down. They only handle internal back-end operations, fully isolated from the open web. Until standard, secure interoperability protocols mature across the industry, these agents stay siloed. The security-first route guarantees your brand safety, but to get that safety, you sacrifice the competitive advantage of deploying fast. Now that we have mapped the 3 routes, we need to diagnose your specific organization to see where you fit. This flowchart starts with one diagnostic question. What is the defining constraint of your organization? Branch 1. If you lack a deep bench of Python talent, but you need to increase operational efficiency this quarter, follow the path to the turnkey route. Branch 2. If software is your core product and you already have high engineering maturity, you have the resources to take the open source route. If you take that second branch, you are mandated to implement custom security benchmarks, like the Maestro framework, just to survive the exposure. Branch 3. If you operate in finance, healthcare, or any highly regulated sector, you have no choice. you follow the path to the security-first route. There is no universal best framework. Success means objectively assessing your risk tolerance and picking the tool that matches your reality. Legacy security benchmarks are actively failing right now. They simply cannot capture the risks of systems that execute tasks on their own. That means the industry's obsession with raw intelligence scores and model sizes is officially outdated. In 2026, raw intelligence scores are secondary to agency, the ability of an AI to plan, use tools, and persist toward a goal autonomously. But untethered agency without a governance framework is just a liability multiplier. The enterprises that win the agentic era will not be the ones running the smartest models. They will be the ones that build the most trustworthy oversight.